Number 1. Did you guys know the creator of Hunter x Hunter, Yoshihiro Togashi, also created the well-known manga Yu Yu Hakusho? And guess what? He's also married to the creator of Sailor Moon, Noaka Takeuchi. Togashi, like most artists, based some of his characters from Hunter x Hunter from his earlier work. Gon and Yosuke both act without thinking and would do anything to protect their friends. Both are lead characters, both wear green. They both also have close friendships with the second lead character, which are Killua and Kuwabara. Although many have mentioned that Gin is more similar to Yosuke than Gon is. Another character which is similar is Leoria and Kuwabara. They're both tallest of the main cast, nobody ever takes them seriously, and in general they are friendly but very short-tempered, although Knuckle also adopts Kuwabara's trait. Kurapika and Kurama are both very quiet and to themselves. They both have very dark pasts and sides to them, but overall they're calm and kind to everyone. However, if they are angered, they become ruthless and dangerous. And lastly, it's Killua and Hiei. They're both very ruthless overall, they're shortest in their group, and they see themselves as strongest as most of the time. And they have lots of respect for the main character and befriend them, which is a rare case for their character. Another thing to notice is that both manga have 4 main characters that build up into a team. Number 2. Did you guys know that all of the continents in Hunter x Hunter's world are actually flipped over or changed positions of the continents in our world? There's Africa and South America at the top. Also, European rhymes with European, which is a play on the words by Togashi. That continent is North America though on the map. Yorkshire looks like it would be where New York is, and Yorkshire can also be translated to York New or New York, for example. Number 3. The Zoldyck family is considered to be far the deadliest and most infamous assassins of the world of Hunter x Hunter. Some interesting things to notice is that Yoshihiro Togashi paid a lot of attention to detail whilst coming up with each of the family members' names. The Zoldyck children's first names start with the ending letters of the last. Illumi, Miliki, Killua, Aluka and Kaluto. Furthermore, they all contain Lu, and forgive the pronunciations, I'm just going to say that now. Xeno and Silva are the 2 heads of the family, have white hair. Killua, who was trained to be the next heir to the business, also has that hair color. Coincidentally, they are all transmuters, and most of the dark-haired members of the family are on the other end, where they're manipulators, with Aluka being a notable exception. It should also be noted that just like transmuters and manipulators, they are at the opposite ends of the Nen chart, and that's why Killua probably gets along the worst or emphasizes the least with manipulators in his family. Number 4. Hunter x Hunter was slightly influenced by Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball series. This is shown with Miriam, as he shares traits with some of the main villains from the Dragon Ball series. Miriam's body vaguely resembles Frieza with the purple color scheme, namely the deltas and shins. Miriam's appearance is also similar to Cell's, in particular his hands, tail and color scheme, like Frieza. He began as someone who was very arrogant in his power and no problem in killing his subordinates, along with the way he treats them, and like Cell, he wanted to have a purpose in his power and learn his potential as he challenged those who were mightiest in their field, similar to how Cell started the Cell games. He was also born to be the ultimate being, much like Cell, as he was born from the collection from the mightiest fighters. Miriam's relationship also with Komugi is also reminiscent to Majin Buu's relationship to Mr. Satan. Number 5. Hunter x Hunter currently has the record for the longest hiatus. The first chapter was published in March 1998 in the 14th Shonen Jump issue of that year. It currently has 280 chapters which are intermittently released. The longest hiatus, for example, was December 10th, 2008, which continued on to January 4th, 2010, which is whopping nearly 1.5 years. In the past, the reasons cited for Hunter x Hunter's hiatuses have usually been for ill health, research and mangakaya circumstances. Togashi is apparently known to be a massive Dragon Quest fan and apparently likes to take breaks whenever the new version comes out. It's also well known that Togashi does not like assistants and prefers to draw everything himself. He's infamous for not meeting his weekly deadlines and release chapters with extremely rough artwork. He's known for being on hiatus in order to redraw such chapters for release in more lucrative Tangobon market. Number 6. Togashi mentions that he deliberately made Gon simplistic so that antagonists and supporting characters would be more interesting. He also mentioned that he tries to write with the determination to kill the protagonist at any time. He says it's embarrassing to watch his work as an anime, which discounts the unlikelihood of his involvement with the anime production. And the way Togashi actually writes, there's versions of his story where the bad guys win. In one interview, Togashi was asked what will end up happening with Kurapika and the Phantom Troop. He replied that they will all die, and we don't know if it was a joke or if he was even being serious. So I guess he's like the George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones of anime. Number 7. Although Hunter x Hunter was influenced from various mangas, it still has its own originality and played a huge influence on other mangas. One in particular is Naruto. In an interview between Togashi and Masashi Kishimoto, Kishimoto mentioned that Sasuke was largely inspired by Hiei's character from Yu Yu Hakusho, but Kurapika definitely had an influence as well. The very framework of the early part of Naruto is very similar to Hunter x Hunter as well, as the most obvious example is the parallel between the Chunin exams and the Hunter exam. This isn't to say that Naruto is a complete rip-off, because it isn't, but it also illustrates the influences Hunter x Hunter had on other animes, and it's quite glaring to see. Number 8. Greed Island was a whole different beast of an adventure in Hunter x Hunter. However, the concept wasn't all too new. It was derived from Togashi's Yu Yu Hakusho's manga, in which the character Amanuma was a game master who could bring video games to life, creating his territory within them, just like the game masters of Greed Island. So essentially he just ripped out one season from one manga and created it and made it even more epic in Hunter x Hunter. Number 9. Talking about Greed Island, did you know there's an actual Greed Island game called Hunter x Hunter Marabarashi no Greed Island? And no, you can't materialize into the game, but the game is not too bad. It's a PlayStation game. However, there is the more recent variant on PSP called Hunter x Hunter Wonder Adventure, although it's not revolved around Greed Island but focuses on the Hunter exam. Number 10. Did you guys know that both Hunter x Hunter movies, The Phantom Rouge arc and The Last Mission, is not canon? The Phantom Rouge arc is set after the New arc and was based on an alternative universe. The event happened in the movie are not considered as canon, although some components were canon, such as the Kurapika backstory. Togashi did 2 special chapters which was covered in far more detail than the movie. Anyway guys, we just went balls deep in Hunter x Hunter. It was really difficult doing this one, and I don't know, I wanted to get more detailed ones, but there's not much you can do. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Please write down in the comment section below, what are your favorite scenes in Hunter x Hunter? What are your favorite characters? Please let me know. And also, should we be making a Facebook or Twitter page? I don't know. we're gonna make that soon. I think I'll do it after this video. Please give that a like and share, and tell me how I can improve my videos. Like, I really want to make good content, and it pisses me off that sometimes I upload stuff because I just don't have much time. I don't know. And be making a Facebook and Twitter page. I'll be putting that up in the link in the description. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video.